anticipation of this big one we have coming up. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Cowboys will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Michigan State Spartans offense takes the field to start this game off. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what...
They get it up flush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Quick strike complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. So the Wyoming Cowboys offense will go to work for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Snagged out of the air. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence, everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? So you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
All right, guys, let's chat a little Wyoming. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. looking to throw. It's Childs. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
From the gun, give on the inside. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Richardson. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's running free down the middle. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Spartans. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Sorsby. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The noise bouncing off of Smarty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't. the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The give. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
The Spartans are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Here's a snap, ready to cut one loose. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Great place to start for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He'll pull it down and run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To the air, it's Sorsby. Here's a heat. Caught over the middle, it's Alexander. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Cowboys will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. He's got it on the move. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the gun, running back gets to give. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
On defense, when they line up with numbers and they line up on your side, you're like, you're ready, it's coming right here. And then all of a sudden they mix in counters and they pull 1 or 2 guys and go back the other direction. That's a really good job by the offense keeping the defense on their heels.
Looking for a man. It's Childs. Makes the grab down the middle. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Little. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the big fella. Chopped out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back's got it. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And that's exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. To the air, it's Sorsby. Makes the grab, it's McIntyre. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The Cowboys want to move quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's complete.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
A strike downfield. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments of the first half. It is a first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. And just when they thought they had a chance to pull even, the flag wipes it out, and they'll have to go back to work. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Snags it. And he will. Touchdown, Wyoming.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Cowboys want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Marsh. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Offense set on first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm now.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Spartans will line up to punt it away.
Offense facing
They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Gets it out fast.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Cowboys with myriad options after that big pick, going over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball, placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
This time he's got his man, and he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Cowboys have their offense in high gear. Back to the ground game on the left. Turning it on. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to to the 19 before being hauled down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Got him downfield. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. Looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback just flat and missed it. Incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wyoming! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. A touchdown catch in game 1, now a touchdown catch in game 2. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Childs. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying play action. Firing to the right, complete. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Parachek. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Parachek. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Spartans will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the sticks, it's Durr. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on first down from the 30. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Flying out to the left. The 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And the returner will be brought down. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Marsh. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Spartans in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Collier. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Ridley.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
The Spartans can really attack on this second and short. To the air. It's Childs. He's got the back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to throw again. Quick completion on the out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pressure coming. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's first and 10 from the 31. Buys a little extra time. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. And they spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And he gets the fumble back, but that clock is still an enemy. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. So after hitting bankrupt, spinning that wheel of fortune, now this offense can tack a little more onto the lead. They have it 1st and goal. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.